Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the data cloud. We have been heard that nowadays people are talking about the data cloud, Salesforce data cloud. So basically I'm going to tell you about like what is the use of data cloud. So basically we know that nowadays we have like lots of companies, like e-commerce companies, healthcare companies, lots of companies are there, and they are getting so data from different kind of sources, like from the software, from the different channels, from the online, or from the, we can say, Excel sheets, by the manual, we can say. So there are lots of kind of data sources we have that companies are getting, but it is very hard for the companies to work on the data manually. Okay, so because this is time consuming and we have to pay for that to the we have to hire some employee for that to manually analyze the data and then target any of the customers. Okay, so that's the reason the Salesforce launched the Salesforce Data Cloud. So this data cloud is nothing but this is, we can say, the uh, we can say lake of data. We can say like it is a collection of data from different sources in one place. Okay, so there is a like architect of the data cloud that I'm sharing my presentation here. So basically data cloud is nothing but, we can say, this is a container, or we can say a place, or it is a data lake, we can say, like where all the data will be stored from the different kind of sources which are available in the market, either maybe manually, either maybe from any software, maybe from SQL, from the online, maybe from e-commerce website. Lots of sources are there for the data cloud, for the data. So all this data will be getting stored on a particular place, that is in data cloud. So here the first, we can say, I can say these are the, we can start from the left hand side. Okay, so this, these are the like different kind of sources we have in the Salesforce, like we can say service cloud, health cloud, data cloud, commerce cloud, lots of different clouds which we have, and we have lots of data from there. Okay, so what will happen, like the data will be coming ingested, we can say, or we will be, we can say the load, or we can say the data ingestion, we can say. So data will be ingested in two ways, or we can say loaded in two ways. Like one is the batch, and another is the streaming. Batch data ingestion means nothing but that is the, if you want to load the historical data, or we can say some past data in this data cloud, that is called the, we can work on the batch ingestion. And then next we have the streaming ingestion. Streaming ingestion is nothing but this is the real time ingestion, like you are working something and the data is flowing from here and there. This is called the streaming ingestion. Now the next step will be, like we can say, the transform and the govern. So this transfer and government is nothing but these are the consent we have from the customers. As we know that there is some privacy, or some like we can say some of the information that we cannot share with everyone. So there will be, we have to take the consent from the user. So we can say these are kind of some security, we can say security kind of thing is there. Data privacy, we can say no security, but data privacy. So we can apply some of the filter on this like consent. And transfer means like you are, while loading the data, you want to create some of the formula field, based on that you want to store something, that is called a transform. So this is the nothing but the we can say the consent of the user regarding the data. So once the data will be loaded, we will apply the consent, and then we harmonize the data. Harmonize means nothing but that means the connections of the data, like you are loading data from the let's say from the Flipkart, okay, and you are loading data from the Amazon website. So once you are loading the data from Amazon or Flipkart, you have to store that data in the Salesforce. So you have to map, because in the Amazon we'll be having different field for different things, and uh, the same thing will be happening different in the Flipkart as well. So we have to map, like maybe like let's suppose the phone number in the Amazon, okay, but it will be like mobile number in the Flipkart, okay, but both are same field. So these two should need to be mapped in the Salesforce in a, like in a object, that will be like whatever object we've been considered. So these two fields will be mapped to the same field, that is mobile in the Salesforce, or whatever custom field we can define. So there is nothing but we can say mapping of the data or harmonizing of the data in the Salesforce. So once this data has been harmonized, we can go for the unification. Unification means nothing but like we have to find the unique record. Let's suppose there is a user in Flickr. He kept his name as uh, we can say his name is like, let's say, uh, I can say uh, John Player. Okay, John Player. His name is there. Okay, and then the same user, he kept his name as a own player in the Flickr. Okay, but both are the same user and they have the same mobile number, but name are different. Okay, so we have to apply some of the logic so that we can unify the data, like both the users are same, and we create a single record for that user, because there will be different sources of data, so there might be we can say different kind of names, different kind of emails, different kind of mobile number. Like we have to find some unique, that will be unique for that user. So identify that users. Okay. So this is nothing but unification of the data, means to get a unique record from the same data from different sources. Okay. So this is the unification, and then we'll go for the insight and AI prediction. Insight, and like we have two kind of insights, like we have calculated insight and estimating insight. Again, the calculated insight is nothing but it's work on the historical data, and estimating insight means it will work for the, we can say, real-time data. Okay, and then we have AI prediction. That means the data is unified now. We can like we can say we can apply some of the like logic to get the uh, dimensions or measure of the data. Okay, let's suppose we can measure like royalty point or greater than that. So that kind of calculation you can apply on this in this steps. Okay, so we'll be discussing more detail on it on the my like later videos. I'll be sharing more detail on this. Then we can do this segmentation of the data. That means we have to segment the data in correct way, like which will be your like targeted audience. Okay, so that is segmentation, or you can analyze the data based on the market trend. Okay, we can use some Tableau as well for the analyze. We have some tools that we can use. Either we can do segmentation in the Salesforce data cloud as well. Once everything is done in data cloud, so this will be not work, this will be in a dormant until unless all these last four actions are not performed. That means there is no use of the data whichever you loaded the data cloud until unless this actions and it is activated. Okay, actions means nothing. That means activation means nothing. That means uh, flow of the data. That means if you want to uh, work the data cloud, then you have to not work the data cloud, but we can say like if you want to data to flow, so we have to activate it. That means there will be activation. We have to activate it. That means we have to flow the data from here and there, so only the data will be shown to the targeted audience. Okay, and then we have the actions. Actions is nothing means like you are getting a record, or you are updating a record, and then like much more the actions we perform the sales, the same actions we have. Then we have a flow. Flow means like we have a flow builder. We can get a flow for like trigger flow or station flow we have. So these are the ways of like follow of flowing the data from one source to another source, or from we can say from one from the data cloud to the some other sources. So all these are the overview of data cloud. I hope you have been understood and it was more clear. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will be by commenting on my channel. I will be very much happy to help you with any questions. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you a lot.